5 things your pet wish you knew, and these are things I learned from animal communication sessions. The first one is they don't care that you're not perfect. If you forget to change the cat litter, or you couldn't take them for a walk one day, or maybe you had to work really late and they were at home for a while alone, they don't care about those little things. What they truly care about is that you love them, and they can feel that. They don't care that you're not perfect and that you don't show up the way that you wish that you could show up for them. They don't care. And if you love them, then you are perfect in their eyes. Number 2, your pet knows you love them even if you can't show it or you're not showing it. So what this means is that even if you're depressed or you're dealing with really heavy stuff in your life, like the loss of a family member or something, your pet still knows you love them, even if you're not like, oh my gosh, I love you, and you're not cuddling them every 5 seconds. They don't rely on those like actual actions to know that you love them. They just feel your energy, and if you do love them at your core, this comes through. They know that you love them. So if you have been going through some hard times in your life and you just can't give your animal the attention because you're taking care of yourself, then it's okay. You can release the guilt of feeling like you're not doing enough for your animal because they understand what you're going through and they still love you. Number 3 is they know your thoughts and they can feel your feelings. So you cannot lie to your animals the way that we lie to ourselves. And what that means is we try to convince ourselves sometimes that we're okay, or we just kind of brush past things. We bubble down our emotions when they're negative. But our animals feel that. You cannot lie to them. You cannot hide that from them. They can feel you energetically. And a lot of times our animals will take on our negative emotions to help us deal with that burden. So you might think that you're putting on a pretty face and making them think that you're okay, but you can't hide that from them. And that's okay. That's beautiful, right? They're here to help us. And sometimes they are meant to help share this emotional burden with us. Number 4, sometimes our animals purposely do things to push our buttons and to trigger us, and they purposely do things that we don't like. And there's always a reason, literally always. So if you are someone that is very reactive to your pet when they're doing something you don't like, well, they're doing it on purpose. They're trying to either teach you something or tell you something. So next time, for example, next time your cat, if they pee outside the litter box and it's not medical, there's something else that they're trying to tell you. So listen to those things and notice, because our animals are literally our mirrors. And I have a whole video that talks about how our animals can reflect certain things back to us. A lot of times we have soul contracts with our animals, and they're meant to be in our lives for a reason, either an emotional reason, a physical health condition, or a number of other things. So remember, if your animal is doing something you don't like, try to listen to what they're telling you. There's deeper wisdom in what it is. And number 5 is animals choose when and how they pass. I have a whole video on this as well that talks about it. So animals at their soul level, before they come into their little animal bodies, they decide their end point. They decide when they're going to leave their bodies. So let's say, for example, you euthanize your animal. Well, your choice is because they already chose it for themselves. So there's no reason to feel guilty about the way that your animal passed. If you think that you waited too long to euthanize them, or maybe you feel like it was too soon, there's literally no reason to feel guilty because they already chose that. And there's a lot of reasons why they choose certain things. It could be karmic, it could be because they just wanted that experience, or it could be because there's some other lesson in it tied to themselves or tied to you specifically. So if you like this list, then follow for more tips and information from an animal communicator.